We're diving into a topic today that feels like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it's happening right now. We're going to talk about AI, about death, and the very real idea of a digital afterlife.
Just think about that question for a second. What if your consciousness, your personality, your memories, everything that makes you, you, could just keep going long after your body is gone? It's a huge idea, right? But it's not just a philosophical one anymore.
Look, this isn't some hypothetical. This actually happened. A mother in South Korea got to put on a VR headset and interact with a recreation of her daughter who had passed away. She could see her, hear her voice, even have a conversation. It's moments like that where you realize the line between life and death is getting seriously blurry.
So how is any of this even possible? Well, let's talk about the ghost in the machine.
The big term for this is digital immortality. It's pretty much what it sounds like. The concept of creating a digital copy of you, an AI version of you that can think and act like you based on everything you've ever done or said online, that could, in theory, live on forever.
Okay, so how in the world do you actually build a digital ghost? It sounds impossibly complicated, but believe it or not, engineers have already got a roadmap for it.
I know this looks like a crazy complicated diagram, but it's an actual technical blueprint for how to create a digital person. It shows how you can take a person's raw data, feed it into an AI, and get an interactive personality out the other side. Let's boil it down.
It really just comes down to 3 big steps. First, you hoover up every piece of data you can find on someone. Second, you use all that data to train an AI to think and talk just like them. And third, you plug that AI brain into an avatar so it can actually interact with the world.
And when I say data, I mean literally everything. Every photo, every video, every text message and social media post, your search history, your voice notes, all those little digital breadcrumbs we leave behind become the building blocks for your digital twin.
And here's the really mind-blowing part. This goes so far beyond just a simple database of facts. We're talking about powerful AI, kind of like what's behind OpenAI's models, that can analyze all this stuff to learn your personality. And the text-to-speech tech is so good now, it can clone not just what you said, but the exact sound of your voice, your tone, your hesitation, your sense of humor, the very soul of how you communicate.
But this is where things get really deep. This brings us to a massive, massive philosophical problem at the very heart of all this.
This quote from the research just hits the nail on the head. If you build a perfect digital copy that looks, talks, and acts exactly like someone, is that really them, or is it just a super sophisticated puppet, a really good imitation with nobody home?
And this chart shows you exactly why that's such a tough question. You, a human, have lived experiences. You've felt the sun on your skin. You have consciousness. A digital twin, it has a simulation based on data. It recognizes patterns, it runs on algorithms. It hasn't lived anything, it's just processed the data of a life.
So I'll ask you, what do you think this is? Is it a genuine continuation of a person, or is it just a really, really convincing echo of someone who's already gone?
And while we're all wrestling with these huge philosophical questions, business is, well, booming. This isn't just theory anymore, it's becoming a marketplace. People are calling it the digital afterlife industry. In fact, we're already seeing different product categories pop up. You've got personalized chatbots that try to be a specific person. You've got more generic ones meant for comfort. Some are even designed as therapeutic tools for grief. And then there are historical replicas, like bringing an artist back to life for a museum exhibit. And again, this isn't just some someday tech. It's out there. The spiritual guru Deepak Chopra has an AI clone. You can go to a museum and talk to a digital Salvador Dali. And you can download an app like Replica right now and create your own AI companion. It is happening. So, whenever you have a technology this powerful, you know what comes next, right? A total mess of ethical and legal problems. And for digital immortality, it's not a wave of problems, it's a tsunami. I mean, it all boils down to this one simple question. After you die, who owns the AI you? Who gets to decide what it does? The honest answer? Right now, nobody has a clue. Think about this for a second. Let's say you tell everyone, look, when I'm gone, I do not want one of those AI things of me. But then you pass away, and your family, in their grief, decides to make one anyway. Can they do that? Should they be able to do that? It's a total ethical minefield.
And even if you do give consent, who's in charge? Who gets the keys to your digital self?
Is it your family? The person in charge of your will? Or is it the tech company whose servers the avatar is running on? You've got a massive power struggle over a person's legacy before it's even begun.
And without clear rules, things could get really ugly fast. We're talking about companies exploiting grieving families, people changing what your avatar says to make you look bad after you're gone, or your likeness being sold to advertised products. The risks are just staggering.
And the reason for all this chaos is pretty simple. Our legal system is completely stumped. It doesn't even know what a digital avatar is. Is it property, like your house? Is it a creative work, like a novel? Or is it something brand new, an extension of you as a person? Our laws just weren't built for this. Which brings us right back to the beginning, and to our final thought. As this technology gets better and better, we're going to be forced to answer one of the oldest questions in the world, but with this brand new, urgent twist. If a machine can perfectly copy your mind, your memories, your jokes, your personality, then what exactly is left?